everybody, Gita Mueller from Coldwell Banker. I hope everybody is staying healthy and well. I am, as promised, doing a deep dive into one of the components of the $2 trillion CARES Act that recently passed. I decided to focus on the part of the act that I think affects most of us. It's the stimulus checks. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just talk about who qualifies for this stimulus check, how much do you qualify for, and when are you going to be getting your money. So first and foremost, just know that they are looking at your most recent tax return. So whatever tax return you have on file most recently is what they're going to base the stimulus check off of. They are also looking at your adjusted gross income number. For some of us, that's a different number than our gross income number. So focus on your adjusted gross income number when you're looking at your tax return. So who qualifies? So if you are an adult that has a social security number and you made up to $75,000 adjusted gross income, you receive the maximum benefit of $1,200. If you are an adult with a social security number and you made up to $99,000 adjusted gross income, you still will receive a check, but it just will not be for that full $1,200 amount. So how does the IRS figure out how much you receive if you're between $75,000 and $99,000? What they do, this is a formula that they're using for couples that file jointly and that they're also using for single parents that filed as head of household. So remember this formula because it applies to everybody. So in terms of being an individual, if you made up to $75,000, any $100 over that amount, they will deduct $5 from your stimulus check. So for example, if you are a single person, you made $75,100 in adjusted gross income, your stimulus check will be $1,195. They deducted $5 off. So if you are a couple filing jointly and you made up to $150,000 adjusted gross income, you will receive $2,400, so $1,200 for each grown-up. That caps out at $198,000. So the maximum amount of adjusted gross income that you can make is $198,000. Anything over that as a couple, you won't receive anything. Anything in between the $150 and the $198, they use that same formula, $100 over, $5 deduction from the stimulus check. If you are a single parent, head of household, you can make up to $112,500 and you would receive the full benefit of that $1,200 check. That caps out at $136,500. So anything over that amount, you won't receive anything. Anything in between, it's that same formula. If you are an immigrant and you have a social security number, let's say you have your green card or you have your H-1B visa and a social security number, you qualify for the stimulus check. So you will receive the benefits if you are within those same income requirements that I just mentioned. Who doesn't receive? Who doesn't qualify? Biggest thing, if you don't have a social security number, you will not qualify. If you are a college student, you don't qualify. And if you are a grown-up that was filed as somebody else listed you as a dependent on their tax return, then you will not qualify. Good news for all of us parents out there, finally these kids are paying off, and if you have any children under the age 16 and under and you listed them as a dependent on your most recent tax return, you will get $500 per child. So that helps too. Okay, so how are we going to get paid? So the IRS is actually sending payments out this week for anybody who is fortunate enough to have your banking information, your direct deposit information already in place with the IRS. You could be receiving your stimulus check within the next few weeks. They're starting this week and they said that it should be actually done by April 24th. So typically these are folks that received a refund from the IRS in the past, so you set up direct deposit. It could also be people that are receiving Social Security or disability benefits. Those people usually have the direct deposit set up. What if you don't? Then what? Okay, so there's a couple ways that this could play out. So the IRS does not have your banking information. You could do literally nothing, and there will be a check coming in the mail for you. So they are starting sending those checks out April 24th. They are starting with lowest income families first, and they're saying though that it could take as long as September before you get that check in the mail. So you are going to need to be a really patient human if that's the route you go. If you want your money sooner, but the IRS does not have your banking information, the good news is they are putting up a link or a button on their site, IRS.gov. This April 17th is when they say that it will be up. That button is Get My Payment To. That's what they're going to label it as. Go April 17th, look for the Get My Payment To button, click it, put your banking information in there. You should receive your stimulus check within the next month or so. There's also another group out there that I just wanted to touch on real quick. If you are an individual making less than $24,400 a year, you do not need to file a tax return, but you do qualify for this stimulus check. So again, go on to the irs.gov site. There's a button there for you as well. Click on that button, supply your banking information, and you should get your stimulus check in the next month or so as well. The IRS has a coronavirus info page, so if you're looking for more specific information, irs.gov coronavirus info page. Also, your accountant is always such a valuable resource when it comes to this stuff. So if I've talked about anything and you want to get detailed information about your specific situation, reach out to your accountant. They should be able to help you. I'm also happy to help. I've done a ton of research about this stuff. So if you have any questions, reach out to me, personal message me, text me, call me, email me. I would be happy to give you any information that I have and guide you in any direction that you need. All right, guys, I hope that helped. Stay well, stay healthy. We'll do another deep dive on another component of the CARES Act within the next few days, and let me know if I can do anything for you. Thanks, guys. Bye.